Hi, this is Arun from arunsyoga.in. I'm a software engineer who mostly work with Node.js, PHP, and other backend technologies. And I'm an open source contributor as well. I'm a tantric by birth in a family which is passing tantric wisdom from generations to generations from past 2000 years of legacy and got lucky to travel across India and got chances to study under various gurus from different backgrounds and disciplines. You could connect with me in arunsyoga.in. Here I'm helping you to design a divine lifestyle which is based on Vedic astrology, tantra and other yogic system of understanding. Hello. Today's episode, we are speaking about my new book release named Cosmic Engineering and Orgasmic Continuum. So, let's begin our new episode.
So hello, today I'm with the author of the book Cosmic Engineering and Orgasmic Continuum, which is latestly published by Amazon, Arun VM. Hello Arun.
Hi.
So I heard that this book would be more helpful for the people, those who are curious about Tantra, astrology, and what is a self-healing and deep nature of orgasm manner, isn't it?
Yeah,
So I came to know that this book is in the form of 4 dialogues.
correct. This book is basically has four dialogues,
Okay.
and from there the book is taking to four meditation techniques.
Okay.
And also this book got images of the very good philosophers all across,
Okay.
and the technical terms is being explained across. So, for example, most of the metaphysical terms that is not accessible or may not be able to understandable by the general public.
Yeah.
That is also being explained across this book. So that is why this book is for the beginners as well. It's not just for the people who are when they're very deep into the spiritual science. This is also for the people those who are just starting the journey into the spiritual realm of existence.
So you mean this book is totally related to spiritual things and meditation?
Correct. Yeah. So the Tantra is also a spiritual technology which is being came from India. That is helping people to realize their own existence, the subjective existence. See, the things are like people are existing in different layers of existence. Like most of the people are just going into the physical realm. Like they just want to make money, they just want to reproduce, they just want to eat and things like that. That is just materialistic pleasure. So from here, the person will actually stop this particular journey at a particular point where he is actually thinking something more about his own existence. So that is the one of the questions which we have discussed with Dr. Thomas in this particular book.
Okay.
In that we are assuming that, for example, assume that this world is getting destroyed by a nuclear reaction. Or a nuclear war. Let's say now the peoples are all across the globe. Peoples are fighting each other, like Iran, Iraq, Syria, Palestine, and everywhere peoples are fighting. So, for example, now the world is getting destroyed by a nuclear war. So now what? All are dying. So the question is that why we are existing? Is there any meaning into this particular life?
Yeah, our existence.
Our existence. So from there we are talking about the French existentialism. For example, with the Nietzsche and things like that. Those people are talking about if the particular existence has not a meaning, then we could actually, why can't we take, see, for example, you are free to choose good or evil. So you can take good or evil from a particular time. But if this world is, if the life has no meaning for existence, then you can actually take either good or bad way. Then the problem also comes, what is good and what is bad. Like for example, whatever the problems which are good over here or in India, that is bad in the other countries. For example, Mexico, the marijuana is legal. I mean, the ganja is legal. In India, we call it as ganja. The thing is legal in Mexico. And there is legal marijuana also available. For cancer patients, it is given as a treatment. Also, hemp oil, which is being given, for example, this hemp oil, that is being given as a treatment. Like it will actually reduce the age. In Kaya Kalpam, in Indian Ayurveda science, the Kaya Kalpam, which has this thing. The hemp oil or the marijuana oil is being used to reduce the age of people, which is from the Ayurveda. So these things are legal in Mexico and that is illegal in India.
The hemp oil is also illegal in India.
Yeah, hemp oil is illegal in India. Not all the part. In Gujarat and the other parts of India also it's legal, but some parts of the India it is illegal. And some part it's used as a religious celebration. For example, Holi and Ramanavami. Sri Rama was using this Rama Rasam. That is in the Ramayana. So this is being given as a prasada in different parts of the India.
That bang is that?
Yeah, bang. So that is called Rama Rasam. So this is being given in different parts of India. So the religious aspect, that part it is legal, and this part it is illegal. So the problem of good and bad also come across. I'm not the fan of psychedelics actually. Like I'm just trying to say, I'm just trying to differentiate what is good and what is bad. Okay. So when I'm coming to this. Like these discussions are coming into this particular book. So we are trying to define, is there a subjective meaning or the subjective existence is possible for a man to exist? That is the basic idea of this particular book. So if you see the title of the book, that is Cosmic Engineering and Orgasmic Continuum. So what is actually cosmic engineering? Cosmic engineering, what is that actually meant by? And what is that the orgasmic continuum is also meant by? So cosmic engineering. So for example, the planets are greatly influencing life on every planet. It's not just the case of the Earth where we human beings are existing. It's also some other parts. There are other extraterrestrial beings are actually existing. So some of my work related to ET, I mean the extraterrestrial activities, also is being published in the internet. So there other part of the world there are life is existing. So we have to talk about that as well.
In other part of the world or planet, you mean?
Galaxy, the universe, the universe. So the title which actually tells us how we will go in with union with this particular existence, rather than that of fighting and getting out of that. If we go in union with this particular existence, we will go into the deep nature of the orgasm. So that is like nirvikalpa samadhi. In yogic term, this is known as nirvikalpa samadhi. So when yogis comes to the nirvikalpa samadhi, they will fall deep into the further experience of the samadhi.
What is the term nirvikalpa samadhi means? The particular term, what does that mean?
Nirvikalpa samadhi. So samadhi is the, see, we all living, okay. We all living, and we see the death peoples also. We see the peoples are dying also. Correct. So now, are they really died? The question is that whether they are died or not. For that, we have to experience the death while we are alive. So to experience death, there are certain yogic system. Through pranayama and all, we can reach the death while alive. So that guy in Advaita Vedanta, that particular person is known as Jivan Mukta. Jivan Mukta, which means that he is alive but dead.
Experiencing death.
Yeah, this is a transcendental death. Like DMD. While we are dying, the chemical which is being giving in our brain is DMD. So that will take us to very transcendental state. You know, the painful experience. You have to talk to people who are actually died and came back and very, very near that experience also.
Hallucination.
No, it's very near death experience. If
Okay.
you talk near death experience, what they experience is like they go into very deep trance.
Okay.
While dying, they go into very deep trance. And some cases, whether the Yamarajan is not liking him or not, they will come back to the actual life. So what happens is like that time the DMD is being produced in the brain.
Okay.
So that chemical is the what we call, there is a LSD. LSD is that particular chemical which is being used widely as a drug.
Okay.
LSD. So that produce the similar kind of effect on the brain while we are dying.
Actually, what is, I don't know whether I'm going apart from this topic or not. What is lucid dreams? Lucid, like hallucination. While we are sleeping, we used to experience like sudden fall or experiencing some sort of death and all. Like in dreams also. What does
See,
that
the
relate?
lucid dreams are the that is another term which is the modern psychology is trying to bring out.
Okay.
Like there is only four states. The Jagrat.
Jagrat means?
Jagrat means we are alive.
Alive,
Like
okay.
we are talking. This is not Jagrat actually. In this particular state, most of the people are not into Jagrat also. They are not aware of what is actually happening.
Okay.
So if you are in Jagrat state, what happens is like you can communicate with everything around you.
Okay.
You can manifest everything around you. You can talk to the trees, you can talk to the birds, you can talk to many things.
Okay.
This is Jagrat.
Jagrat.
Then Jagrat, Sopna,
Swapna means dream.
Sushupti. Jagrat, Sushupti. Sushupti means we are in a state while sleeping. We are in a state where we don't have dreams or anything.
Okay.
Then Sopna, which means that the dreamed
Dreams
state.
and,
So where we will experience the dreams. Then the Toriyam, that is the fourth state.
Okay.
With that particular state, we are actually neither alive nor dead, or we are beyond.
Okay.
We are beyond everything. So that is the term actually orgasmic continuum.
Yeah, this book is quite interesting. So, where do you get your ideas or information, or what inspired you the most to write this book on this particular content?
See, basically, I had a deep question on myself. Like, is this just the existence, or does this has something which is existing beyond?
Okay.
So that made me to travel across.
Okay.
So
All over India.
all across India, and I been into some caves in Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu.
Okay.
So where I meet people, those who actually into just doing bhajans and smoking bhang and things like that. They're just sadhus.
Okay.
And not only they are sadhus, there are scientists I met, there are philosophers I met, and including Santosh Shivan, that he is one of the best movie maker in
okay.
you know. So it was an accident. Basically, it was really funny that I was with those people and doing bhajan, and one guy, he came and we spoke, you know. Then I was asked him, who are you, what you do, and stuff like that. He said, he like, I just do movies.
Movies are not.
Yeah. So that was an incident. Then I met the Urali, you know, there is one guy in Cochin, Martin, I think. Martin, his name is Martin.
Okay.
He's Urali. He has a long hair like that, and he make you know, songs and all those things like. There is something has happened. Somebody from in Kerala, some people has attacked one person who has a long hair, and they killed him. You know. Then after that, this Urali has made a Malayalam song which is like Tadi Valarthum, Micha Valarthum, Mutolam.
Yeah, I heard that song. Yeah,
So,
okay.
so that guy also was there. So interesting, very, very interesting people. So they are doing something and all. So after, I mean, I'm almost into this seeking approximately some 7-8 years. Then I thought I should do something to give people what is actually happening. Are they really experiencing these things, or they can go into deep into this nature and stuff like that. So I just want to write a handbook which inspire people to seek beyond, because the human existence is basically giving possibility to experience life which is actually we can see with our eyes or whatever. There is much more deeper sense of existence is there. Life is much beyond this. So I just want to give an introduction to them, how they can go into the beyond and things like that. So I made this particular book and made available through Amazon, so that anybody across the globe can purchase
it from Amazon.
Yeah.
So how long does it took you to complete this book?
So approximately 1.5 years.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Then do you have any series planned after this? Any new series?
We are actually planning the next series on this particular book, because the religions, especially Semitic religions, are taking away people from the core of the spiritual existence.
Oh, yeah.
For example, in Semitic religions, it is business. You see, if you do, we will actually do business with the God. It's not worshipping the God. Like we give God, I will do this to you if you do this to me. So it's actually a business. So that is not the job of God.
Exactly.
See,
Offerings
God,
and all.
so if you do this, I'll do this for you.
Okay.
That is like as a business. So that is not the exact thing. So we have to actually experience God. It can happen through meditation.
Okay. So you have involved meditation techniques also in your books now?
Yeah, there are 3-4 meditation techniques are there in this particular book.
So what do you hope your readers, mainly youngsters, to take away from your book after reading this?
I didn't get it.
Like what you're expecting the readers to accept from your book?
If they give an effort to seek beyond their physical existence, I'm grateful.
Okay. So what do your family think about your writing?
Particularly nothing. Like,
Are they supportive? Like,
we didn't spoke about that. Because it doesn't matter, you know. Like, you know, if you are passionate about something, if you are passionate about doing something, you should go ahead and do it.
oh yeah.
Exactly. You know, then the consequences, like Narayana Guru has been said, one of the very important term from the Advaita Vedanta. Avanavan Atma Sugatin Acharikinnava Aparan Priya Heduvai Varenam. Which means that whatever you are doing for your own happiness should be happiness for others. It's like happiness is dharma. It's not just the physical happiness. There are actings are going on. People will act and people will try to deviate you from the real existence and stuff like that. That may not be real. So the real happiness, if you are happy with what you are doing, let it be happy for the other also. That is the only particular
Motive.
particular thing which I see. We can't define right or wrong. We can't define what is good or bad. But to go on in this particular space, in the particular life of existence, this is the one of the very important word which direct me. Whatever I'm doing for my own happiness, let it be happy for other also. If it is not hurting the others. If it is, I don't want to go out and kill somebody.
Actually, what is manifestation?
So the manifestation is the tantric term. It's known as vashyam. Vashyam. So see, by assuming that you are gonna get something, you will not get anything. You have to work also. So in tantra, there are japas also given, like affirmations.
Yeah, affirmation.
Affirmations also been given, like you have to chant a certain sound. So what happens is some energy levels is being activated on your body.
Okay.
And what happens is like you will get motivated to do that particular job. It's not like somebody else is coming from outside and giving you something.
Okay.
It's like you only have to do that.
In past days, I came to know, I came to hear about a term known as subliminals. Then I started researching about that. That also some state like in affirmations, like there's particular music, maybe the sounds of rain. Like we have to hear, we have to imagine, we have to visualize that, and that we can achieve that particular thing, like attracting money, or what to say, like in YouTube also a lot of things for clear face, clear skin, a lot of sub affirmations are there inputted in that, and our subconscious mind can hear.
See, the thing is like we have to see, just imagining something, by we can't get anything, we have to work also. Like, but it can help in a certain way. Carl J. Jung's Man and His Symbols, he wrote a very beautiful book called Man and His Symbol. We are speaking about this particular book. He is actually defining what is consciousness and what is subconsciousness and what is collective consciousness.
Okay.
So whatever is being imprinted on our conscious mind. So while we are actually living here, most of the people are in subconsciously active. So they are passive people. They are not active people. So people who are actually guided by the subconscious mind are the people, those who are actually passive.
Okay.
They are not active. So if you have something on your conscious mind, that will start to reflect on your daily life.
Okay.
So what happens that time, people will become active.
Okay.
Those are the active people. So these affirmations or the mantras or the yantras, which will actually imprint on your subconscious mind, and that will reflect on your daily activity. So you will be slowly become active. It's not just by passively imagining something. Like if you are passively or if you are subconsciously imagining something, that is never gonna happen. If you are consciously imagining something, that will actually help you to achieve that, because your entire cell is actually working towards that particular thing. Your entire body is actually active to achieve that particular thing. That is called consciousness. So if you are consciously imagining something, that will actually help you to achieve something. If you are subconsciously imagining something, that is not gonna help you anything. It's just gonna put you in more and more darkness. Like, you know, it's Ishavasya Upanishad. It's been said in Ishavasya Upanishad, like if you don't know that, you don't know what to seek.
Okay.
If you know that, then you don't have to seek. If you think that you know that, then you actually don't know.
I think it's quite confusing.
No. It's a very, very, very minute term. Very correctly it's been explained.
Okay.
So that is the Ishavasya Upanishad. That's also one of the starting parts on my book, basically.
Okay. So your book is in the form of 4 dialogues, isn't it?
Yeah.
So please give the introduction or a brief about that 4 dialogues.
So really, you want? So basically, the book has 4 dialogues. Basically, the first dialogue I have already explained, which is been with the Dr. Thomas. Basically, we are questioning about the existential understanding of the men, how the peoples are existing, whether it has a meaning, and we are talking about different philosophies and different religions. Like for example, Druidry. Druidry is another religion, which is like a primitive religion from the Europe.
Okay. Druidry.
So we are speaking about that particular religion, and Thomas is actually pointing out one church in France, which is taking Mary Magdalene was the tantric consort of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
So this is being polished out from the Bible, because the church is the single entity which has lot of money in this entire world. That is the very big single entity. So they want people to use this like they want people's unmarried peoples in the form of fathers and sisters, nuns and all. They want peoples. So because of that particular reason, they have take out the Jesus was with Mary Magdalene.
Okay.
So it's generally, see, the women will bring something into the table.
Okay. Yeah.
So the life will be very different. If a man is single and he is with a woman, the two lives will be very different actually. So this is being polished out from the Bible in order to give these people a motive to stay into celibate state. So that church can actually use this church wealth. So there is a church the Dr. Thomas is been pointing out in that particular dialogue. Then the second dialogue is with the Bestie B. Murphy. Bestie B. Murphy.
Okay.
So she has wrote a book. That name is an autobiography of an orgasm.
Okay.
So what does it means? She has actually, if you see the YouTube, you can see a lot of her videos basically, where she was actually speaking about the orgasm, including TEDx also. She's speaking about these things. So what is basically happening? When she was having a lover, she was always faking the orgasm. Orgasm.
Faking an orgasm.
Faking an orgasm because she is not able to get it.
Okay.
Then what she has done, she has traveled from US to Africa and India and temples of India. Like Khajuraho temples and the Kamakya temples in India. These temples has it's not masculine oriented temples. They are not watching the life from the perspective of the men. They are watching the life from the perspective of the women. How a man has to worship the women. That is what they are trying to see. So most of the worshipping places here, what we are seeing, how men has to be worshipped by women.
Okay.
That is from the point of view of the men. So she has came to these temples and she in search of an orgasmic experience. So she wrote this book as the autobiography of an orgasm. So this is the thing which we are speaking about that, and we are talking about what is that lying beyond orgasm. Even beyond orgasm there is something existing, that is thorium, the fourth dimension of the existence. Which we are already saw. So we can stay in that particular state for a long time. That is the orgasmic continuum. Then we are coming to the third part, which is like it's from a person called Ben Lawson. He is actually from a Los Angeles based sex worker basically. So what he is doing is like the modern adult movies are actually turning, even if you see the people's the modern adult movies, if you at the age of 12, from the age of 12, whether you are saying it is yes or no, that doesn't matter. Because 70% of the internet is actually adult movie. From the age of 12, people has accessibility to this. And this is the first-hand sexual educational material for every person in this world. So what happens, they are turning into perverts. And that is actually reflecting in their bedroom, and it is actually ending up a rape basically. So he is actually making ethical porn. In the US what they does is like they do ethical porn, which is to prevent the rape from on the bedrooms. So we are speaking about that thing, why he is doing that, and feminist or not feminine oriented worshipping method, which is in the form of Kali Yandra. So then the fourth is with the Gem Iris. So she is actually teaching the Tantra on UK, and she has an experience of recovering from her lungs cancer with the help of tantric vidya, like using breath work and yoga and things like that. So these are the 4 dialogues which we are discussing across the book, and it has a 4 meditation techniques which can be used in every day for healing and empowerment and making people to be consciously alert. And so these are the main content of this particular book. So trying to see the men's existence in different different perspectives, and trying to see what is that actually going on.
Going. Will you say something about Khajura temple? I think it is also destroyed. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
correct. So in Khajuraho temple, we have recently done a video with
It is
some.
in Madhya Pradesh, no?
Yeah, it's a Khajuraho is a temple. I mean the place name is also Khajuraho.
Okay.
So we have done a video recently about that particular temple. What is this is happening? The Islamist terrorist, where the Islamist fundamentalist basically imposing their own idea into West. They are trying to capture the Europeans and they are trying to impose their own idea on the West. And for example, in the France they teaches the Quran. So basically in Quran is a book which is actually teaching people if you kill somebody apart from your religion, you will get something on your heaven. And what they does is like they edit the Quran. In order to, if they want to teach the Quran in their mosque or something, they have to edit and get approval from the government before preaching it on their this thing.
Okay, madam, they are editing their holy book. Good.
Otherwise, they are not allowed to teach it.
Okay.
They can teach it because it is anti-feminist, because it is clearly saying the women has to be treated only in bedroom.
Yeah.
Women, you can only use women for reproduction. That is the only job of women.
Women, okay.
So when they are trying to teach that in France, they are editing. And recently, what they done is like they have cut, citizenship for one Muslim person or Islamic person in France,
Oh, okay.
for teaching this anti-feminist thing. And these things we are discussing in that video with Barbara. She's from Denmark. Denmark. What is this Islamist anti-feminist peoples are trying to achieve in a country like Denmark, where the Islamist peoples is being given, they are begging for their citizenship and they are coming there and they are imposing their rules on the Europe.
Okay.
These things we are discussing in that particular video. And what has they done in India, Islamist peoples, what they have done, how they destroyed the temples, all those things we are discussing in that particular video.
Okay. So, where can readers find you more and about your books?
arunyoga.in.
Okay, you are having website.
Yeah, arunyoga.in. So that is where people can.
And book is also available in
Yes,
Amazon.
Amazon also and my website.
Okay. In Kerala, are you planning to publish this book? Because they may not be more aware about this now.
So there are some talk is happening with one of the publisher from the Kerala in order to publish the same in Kerala in the form of English book. And there is one person, he is from Karnataka, Kolar. He wants to translate this particular book into Kannada, and to publish. He has a publication named Buddhideeva Publications. So I had a very little time to work with him, and he is basically trying to what happens in that particular area of the India. Government is treating that untouchability is still existing. Untouchability is still existing in that particular part of the India in Kolar. So what he has done is like he spoken with the many different people, Dalit community, and he is trying to bring everyone together in order to make them to more aware of literature and things like that. So his name is he done a very beautiful work called Adima. If you Google, you can see that. And his name is Kodiganahalli Ramaya. He's one of the very big Dalit activists. So he want to translate this particular thing into Kannada.
Do you have any plan to translate this book into Malayalam?
Nobody has came up like. So he only told he want to translate this into Kannada.
Okay.
He has a publication called Buddhideeva Publications.
What about your new series? Like you're planning, do you have any plan to publish new series?
Yeah, the second series will come.
About the same particular book?
Yeah.
Okay. If somebody finds this as a controversial book, and if any consequences rise against you, how you will face it? Or
see, I don't think this is a controversial book.
might be some of that. Actually, each and every person have different perspectives, isn't it?
Correct.
So some maybe find this as a controversial book.
Correct.
So how you will handle, like,
What they see is as per them,
uh,
and what they are gonna react. See, there are people who, there are two kind of people. There, some people act. In some situations happen, some people act.
right,
Some people react. Hmm? If you are asking about the people who are gonna react, I'm actually more happy to see them to react,
react. Okay.
because this will actually make them to do something, you know. So that I'm actually happy about that. But if some people are, those people who are able to act according to the situation, they can see it is actually a book which will actually help people to go ahead.
Okay.
And some of the ideas which is been discussing inside this book may not be apt for Indian community.
Definitely.
Because it's mostly the Western ideas we are speaking about, the Western community and the things like that.
That's what I'm saying. It would be quite difficult for a Keralite, mostly Indian, to accept these ideologies and all.
It's not all the Indians. It's maybe some part of the Kerala.
Okay.
It's not all the Indian, definitely, because I have traveled across the
Mostly
India.
in Kerala. You can say.
Not all the part of the Kerala. Some part of the Kerala.
Okay.
I have traveled across. I have met many people, those who are having many different ideas. I've been living with people who are actually from the urban area, actually from the remote area, Dalit activists, and people, those who don't have even single rupee in their hand, and people who are multi-billionaire people. I have seen many different people. So some people maybe find it difficult for them to understand or accept, or maybe it's because of they don't know. And I'm happy if this book is giving them some little bit knowledge.
Book, you have mentioned about the relation between Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and you are breaking some conventional thought. So if any problem arise, how you will face? Like, definitely it is related to religion, Christianity, and also
See, the thing is that we can't actually take out the facts from the history. So this particular discussion is coming when I am having a discussion with Dr. Thomas Dufferin. He is teaching in Oxford University. Okay, so he is actually talking. This fact is exactly what he teaches in Oxford University. So the truth is feels like groundbreaking for some other people. It's just because they are unaware. See, people are trying to go to the Oxford, spending lakhs and lakhs of rupees to learn these truths. If this can be taught in Oxford, why can't people can understand it? So this is like it's not unconventional thought or anything. We are teaching. The Dr. Thomas is teaching this particular thought with very clear evidences and by studying the history.
Do you think that Christian people will accept this after reading a book?
I don't know, like it's been already in Oxford, it's already teaching in Oxford, it's already teaching many places. And there is a church, and there is a Mary Magdalene lineage also.
The people may not be aware about that church and Mary Magdalene.
That's their problem, right? They let them do whatever with the Mary Magdalene church. Let them do whatever with the So this is whatever I am trying to say is facts. This is a accurate finding, and it is from the evidence from the history. I'm not even saying anything without any proof.
So I came to know that you predicted about coronavirus. How you predicted about this? That prediction was accurate or not?
See, if you see the Vedic tradition or the astrological understanding of this particular existence, there is a mathematical calculation which is called Ashtavargam calculation.
Ashtavargam calculation.
Ashtavargam calculation. This is a Vedic maths.
Okay.
Okay. So based on that, I have calculated there is some kind of diseases will come from China.
So when you calculated?
It's approximately 2.5 years probably.
Before, okay. Huh.
And I had made a video also that is available in YouTube.
Your YouTube channel name?
Arun Webber.
Arun Webber.
You can see the date also when I have done.
Okay. Huh. You released this book. What was the reaction of your society, like friends, family, and all?
My grandma has called me, grandmother,
Okay, yeah.
and she is actually very happy about what I have done. Because my great grandfather, he was one of the very famous in that time, one of the very famous astrologers in that time. So after, he has some certain kind of worshipping method and some secret practices in our family.
Okay.
So after him, somebody she's seeing like him is me.
Oh, okay.
So she has actually very happy about
Wait,
it.
how? So you mean you have like generation to generation
Huh.
related to tantras and
Yeah,
astrology?
correct. So my grandmother has seen this guy. I have never seen. My father also never had seen.
Oh, okay.
My grandmother has seen this great grandfather, and after him, somebody like that is coming in our
She found
family.
in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very good to see. That actually.
Thank you for listening to my podcast. You could connect with me in arunsyoga.in, where you could see my contact details, including my phone number, my WhatsApp, and email ID. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes.